Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is Sabrina and I run a clothing brand / rug making business called Wasil Clothing. Everything is handmade by me and my seamstress Johanny. I offer sizes by default extra small through 5XL, kind of standard, and then I also do free custom sizing for anything outside of those parameters or custom made to your measurements even if you're within those parameters. This week I am focusing on all of the rug orders that I need to fulfill. So without further ado, enjoy watching me make rugs all week. I will see you later. Hey, happy Tuesday. I'm gonna make this quick because I'm hot. I want to turn on my AC. But yesterday I left you guys with working on these rug orders. Same thing, I ended up leaving yesterday to go home and edit. So if you haven't watched last week's vlog, you should go do that. But today, this week, is gonna be all about rugs, which I know people love on YouTube right now. I have a couple of rug designs that I am working on right here. This is a checkered cloud rug. This is gonna be another checkered cloud rug. Today, my goal is to finish just this frame. We'll see how far I get. The goal is finish this, glue it, let it dry overnight, and then I can stretch another canvas and do the same thing all over again tomorrow. So, the most important thing, yeah, baby. camera last night because my camera was dead and I ran out of storage, so I just had to get work done. I decided that I am going to just back and finish all of them in one big bulk session tomorrow morning. So today we are working with a whole new frame. Part of what is so time consuming about rug tufting is not only the process itself, but also prepping for the tufting. Tension is very important when you're rug tufting, so if it's too loose or too tight, that'll give you a not so great product. So I really like to take as much time as possible to make sure that my frame is very even, nice and stretched, and you know, if you have to rush through anything, don't rush through this part because it'll just make your life very difficult. And nothing's worse than tufting a piece and then you get to the edge and it rips and then you can't tuft anymore towards that top piece of the rug. So just take your time with this part. So that's what I'm gonna do. Basically, what I like to do when I'm first stretching the canvas, as you saw, is kind of just get it stuck on the side and then just hop back and forth, equally distributing the stretch. Because I've learned that if you pull only on one side, this side's gonna be really wonky when you go to tuft on it, while you're also stretching diagonally, whichever direction you start with. I find diagonal is the easiest just to get it going. You really wanna make sure that the top is also hooked, if that makes sense. Because like right over here, for instance, if I keep stretching it, this could dip way low and then I'd end up ripping the tufting cloth. Tufting cloth is a very loose weave, so sometimes when you're stretching it, you can just literally pull it apart. So it's important to leave a lot of slack on the edges that you're stretching so that you're not stretching and kind of dismembering the weave, because if the weave splits up, then the tacks on the side won't actually hold it and keep it stretched. All right, that is how you stretch a cloth to get it prepared for tufting. This is a first ever rug sample I made. This is called the cow blob rug. So basically, I'm gonna use this as a template for my next rug. And so I'm just going to trace, roughly smooth out those lines. And then another rug that I need to make is a 4-foot rug. You didn't come too soon. Much. You didn't come too soon. Boy, you free my mind. So I've got my designs drawn on my tufting cloth. Now, if I was doing a more intricate design, which I will be doing later, I would use my projector to project the mirrored image, not the final image, the image flipped, onto here, then trace it out. But since these are just blobs and then this is a cloud rug, which I already have cloud applique shapes for my puffer coat, so I just use those, trace them on here, space them out so they look real nice, and then we're gonna get to tufting. Now I did leave some spaces on the frame because one, this is just how it fit, but two, I need to make about 4 of these smiley face rugs, but I'm not gonna even begin to touch those until I finish these, just so I can get started with my workday. So it's 2 p.m. Let's see how much I can do in whatever amount of time. Last thing to do before tufting is prepare the machine. All right, my gun has been as cleaned as I can get it. Since you have to oil the machine pretty regularly, the fibers tend to stick to those parts, but I'm not going to add more oil today because I think I over oiled it recently, so not the expert. Let's go. So I've run into a slight problem, which means I'm gonna have to go to the store and get more yarn. But basically I ran out of the exact shade of purple that I was using on the blob spots for the cow rug. So I thought I had another roll and I was like, yes, like I don't have to go to the store. But now when I see them side by side, it's just so off that I can't continue using it. So I'm gonna have to go to the store and get more purple. But I decided to keep going with this rug since I've already started it. So I'm gonna do the half that does have the purple outlines and then leave this area open for when I have more purple yarn, and then I'll fill it in and then I'll fill in the rest. Mentioned, I'm out of purple yarn, so I filled in this rug as much as I could without interfering with the purple spots. So now we are going to move on to this 4 foot in diameter cloud rug. Break, and by lunch I mean dinner, I guess, because it's now 7:30ish. So I did have to take a break because my camera was dead, so I have to charge it. Don't have an extra battery, need to do that. But I did continue working while I had the camera off. So I did sculpt all of the clouds, so they're looking really nice, and I hope that I've got a handle on the sculpting now. Spent like an hour just like intensely trying to perfect the rounds and everything. So I'm just gonna continue working on this rug, and after this I didn't end up going to the store to get the yarn. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Can't believe it's the end of the week. I'm so excited for the weekend. Finally having a weekend. Haven't had one of those in a while. So as you can see, we have the finished rugs behind me. The last clip that I got, I actually ran out of camera storage and camera footage, so I didn't actually get to show you the finished products, but don't worry, in just a few moments I will show you all of the rugs I finished laid out with their backs and everything, and it'll be a nice little montage. First thing I need to do today is I need to clean up the studio because I am going to be backing all of these rugs. I do technically have 2 more to make, but I'm just gonna finish all of these today and get them out of here, and then I'll pull the frame back out and start tufting. I did do some light cleaning off camera, but you're gonna see the rest of me putting this place back together so that I can actually work. Hot today. I am sweating, so the AC is on. We're moving on to the backing and finishing process of these rugs. I have 13 rugs to finish, so I'm gonna be very busy today. I don't know if I'm gonna get to stretching a new frame and tufting the leftover pieces, but for now, we're gonna get started on this.
There's only one beer left. Screaming on our ears like we're deaf. Tap me, do a number on a label. Eat up all the MCs, drink them under the table. It's on me, put it on my tab, kid. However you get there, put it, count it. I ain't horse it, leave it on your face, forfeit. Of course, the mic hold it like the beat, he might toss it. Told her, tell her they stole it. He told her he lost it. She told him get off it, and a bunch of other more shit. Getting money, these be getting no new leads. It's like he eat watermelon, spitting seed after seed. It's the bleed, give me some of what he drooping off. Soon as he wake up, choking like he's whooping cough. The group been soft. First hour at the open bar and they trooping off. There's only one beer left. 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 Study how to eat to die by the pizza guy. And he's not too fly, just keep in his squeeze of eye. Squeeze the thigh, maybe give her curves and feel the same way she feelin' when he flow with nerves of steel. They call it super when you need some blacker. Plumbing fixed, now it's only one left.
This is the end of my work day. I have everything set up in boxes, well, stacked up with each other so that they can be really glued together, the backing and whatnot. I got some paper from the Dollar Tree, just plain white wrapping paper. I thought this would be a really good way to, you know, once the carpets are all rolled up, I can wrap it in this paper. Usually I wrap things in tissue paper, but obviously I don't have tissue paper big enough for rugs. So this will be a nice way to kind of wrap everything up. So I'm excited to start packaging. I did save all of these little extra bits and pieces from the carpets that I cut out because I do want to make little baby rugs and like coasters and stuff like that.
Breaking bed, play my song on the radio. You too busy trying to find that blue asshole. I let my black hair go and my weed swung. And I sweat too much on the regular. We gon' let them hits fly, we gon' let it go. If it ain't next door, then it gotta go. I just won a new award for a kid show. Talking about a face coming off a bag of blow. I'm like, goddamn bitch, I am not a teen choice. Goddamn bitch, I am not a beach boy. Whip pain, make a nigga understand though. Got that Hannibal, silence of the Lambo.
By the name of Swift Beast the Monster. We gon' get this party started. Let's go.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make rugs. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or you want me to talk about anything to do with the process, please do leave a comment below. Once again, my name is Sabrina, and you just watched Sabrina Productions. Have a good rest of your week.